Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk you through how to use Mowgli. Now I'm going to start my project from scratch, but if you do have existing Figma files, you can bring them in as well. Now, because I don't have any designs, I'm just going to get going. So I'm just explaining what I want to build, and I had this idea about a local chef delivery experience. So imagine you're a chef in your neighborhood and you want to be able to sell food for pickup or for delivery. So I'm just typing out my prompt here, and at this point, Mowgli will also just below ask me how I want my app to look like. Now, because I don't really know what I'm going for, I just know I want kind of a premium feeling because it is a little bit of a fancy app. I'm going to pick the Moodboard, which is the selected state now, but you can also go for wireframes or if you have an existing style. That existing style would just steer the Moodboard, and you can use images or references or anything like this. Now, the way Mowgli works is that after this, we're going to take you through a questionnaire to really flesh out your application. Now, this is to figure out all the user journeys you have in the application to just be able to create as many screens as possible and figure out any edge cases, any error states so we really just don't provide you with a happy path but the full application. Now, it's around 10 questions and you can go as deep as you want with this. The more you provide, obviously, the better. And now when you're done with this, you're going to be landed in the Moodboard. Now, the Moodboard is really a presentation of a couple of different visual directions that you can take your product. Now, I didn't steer the Moodboard, as you know, because I just asked for surprised me pretty much. So you'll see a couple of different ideas here, like dark mode themes, light mode themes, and you can really take your time here to investigate which ones you like the most. Mowgli asks you to pick 4, and we'll see what that happens after that. But I'm just looking through a couple of here. I think a few I really like. The current one I actually really like. I think it looks a little bit premium. And I like the one right now as well. I might try to do my own remix on that one. So in Mowgli, if you like the themes, or if you don't like them, if you want to remix them, or if you want to add your own references, you can still do this at this point. So you just type in what you want and you get that generated. So this one right now, I asked for a little bit more trendy version of theme 16. I really like that one, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick the other ones that I also liked. I think I'm going to use the original one that we did a remix on as well, just to see for comparison. I think I want a light mode app, but I'm going to choose a dark mode as well, just to see what it looks like for good measure, you know? Now, after I select my 4 themes, we are landed in the canvas where all the exploration and stuff in Mowgli happens, really. So what happens is Mowgli will figure out which is your flagship screen, and it will select that one and preview all these 4 themes on that screen. So this is your reapplication that will get generated, but it's just a flagship screen, and you can see the different themes being applied on top. So now I'm looking through the different options. This is the Sage one. Not the biggest fan of that one. The dark mode one is looking quite cool. Let's look at the remix one. I think this is a remix one. It looks quite cool, I would say. I still think I actually prefer the first one we saw, which was this one, because it looks really kind of like magazine vibes almost, and it looks quite fancy, which suits the app, I think. So I just click head generate, and what happens now is that Mowgli will generate all the screens. Now on the left-hand side, you see all the different screens, and because we spend our time and fleshing out the user journeys, we get a lot of screens covering all those states. So I'm just walking around the canvas right now, checking what was created, and it looks really good. So for every screen selected, you see the states. Now, I had this idea about adding a feature if my chefs want to go on holiday. So I want to be able to pause the schedule, really, so that if they have recurring drops that people come and pick up, they need to be able to pause it. So I'm here expecting Mowgli to update the screens if needed, add new screens, remove screens, or any kind of change like this, but also update the spec. So you can see that the spec was updated, and you also see that we have the new screen for pausing the schedule, which is great. Now, before I hand this over to David, I want to check what it looks like in the desktop version, because I do want to launch both platforms. So I think this is looking really good, and I think it's time to hand over to David for some critique.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me take a look. Hi. Oh, nice thing you have here. Definitely better than I would make myself, I will say that.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the onboarding here. Yeah, I think this one, especially this part over here, could maybe use a little bit of work. So I'm going to ask for a change here. Can we make this full screen and make it a little bit nicer?
Okay. What would you want it to look like?
I think just something more, striking in a way. But let's see what we come up with here.
Cool. Oh, I really like this. What do you think?
Nice. Yeah. This is kind of exactly what I had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I'm quite happy with this, and what I want to do is play around with it a little bit in the prototype.
Okay.
Now the prototype is done, and I want to take a quick look at it. When we open it up, you can see here's the landing that we did. I'm going to switch to mobile because it looks nicer. So this is the change that we just made reflected there. And I also, Marie, wanted to check out your pause feature that you just made.
I know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So I think it's here in weekly schedule, right? So it's this button here. So you can see the availability here. So I'm gonna try and click pause, and it's gonna fill this out. I'm going to say something like, "Just don't feel like cooking," and I'm gonna confirm the pause, and voila, yeah, it's here now. Now all of these dates are blocked out.
Looking good.
Yeah. And in the end, after we're done, we can basically export this in a variety of formats. We can get a handoff package for a coding agent. We can bring this into Figma. We can download this as images, or we can download the prototype that we just created. And if we do that, you will be able to see that when we open this up, this is basically just a React code base which implements all of this and that we can now use to make a product.